So y'all, it's Chief Silent Black Hawk. Back at another lesson. Always peace to ladies, peace to the guys, peace to ancestors, peace to the Queen of Heaven and Earth, peace to the planet, peace to the cosmos, all that. Tonight I received a message from the Queen of Heaven and Earth. Right? She told me to mention her. Now, um, Queen of Heaven and Earth, that we know is Isis or Tiamat, uh, whatever you want to call her. Um, she's the creator of this land and of the cosmos. That's who she is. She's the head. She the head chick, right? She's the head woman in charge. This her shit. Everything goes through her. We as her sons, we have to make sure that everything is the way it is so she can, be on top where she should be, right? But like I've talked about before, and like others have told you, our planet was invaded by people that look like us, but they wasn't us. So after they invaded the planet, they was able to take over a lot of our shit and change the structure of who we was. Right to now, modern day, where you don't know who your people is. Right? And you got a bunch of people out here that kill each other savagely for no reason. Right? And most people are out here killing people in our community, you know, so that we can be into war with each other. Right? Because we know most killing ain't even real killing. It's, a part of some governmental shit. But a lot of people, ain't aware of that. Right? So, the Queen of Heaven and Earth, this her shit. And they got shit that they did down here to where it wasn't acknowledging her for her power and who she was as the Queen of Heaven and Earth. So we here as her sons to get this shit together. All right. Her being the mother, right? She's loving, right? She's soft, right? And she's very gentle, right? But when you do what you did to the planet, right? There's nothing soft, nothing gentle, and nothing loving around us anymore. It's not around, right? It ain't nothing gentle out here. It's nothing loving out here. Everything is backwards instead of being the way it's supposed to be. Right? This is why instead of us knowing who he is being her sons and being the ones that's gonna have to step in and do what we gotta do, we, go to a God. We go to somebody outside of ourselves to fix our problems rather than fixing it ourselves. All right? because you have to also understand by being a man is not walking around trying to force your will onto another man. That's not being a man. Most men that act tough ain't even tough. Them motherfuckers is the scariest motherfuckers in the world, but they try to play a persona like they tough just to try to make everybody else feel afraid or feel threatened. But they not tough though. And they not a man. Right? So you got motherfuckers around here, right, that claim they tough and claim they all this and that, but they ain't really like that. All of the Queen and Heaven and Earth sons, they all got some, some G in them, Ain't none of them weak. Ain't none of us weak. Yeah, we may look all loving and, and playful, but we ain't about to let nobody do no bullshit. That ain't gonna happen. You feel me? We ain't about to let that shit. I'm not gonna let it happen. I don't care if you look like me or you don't. If you on some bullshit, then it's gonna be a problem. Especially if you like messing with kids. That's the ones you don't touch. Why the fuck you want to touch a kid anyway? That ain't no shit you should be doing. And that's even for a woman. A woman shouldn't be doing that as well. This shit ain't right. Right? So we here, like I said, to clear this shit up and put shit back in her hands. Right? Now also I gave a message on these floods and where this is coming from. All that's coming from Oshun. Right. If you know about Oshun and Orishas, she is basically responsible for anything that has to do with water. So she's the water element. That's her. Pisces. Right. Anything that has to do with water, that's Oshun. Right. So the ocean, that's her shit. What made her start retaliating is because they started to disrespect the ocean. Right? Them fishes and sharks and whales and all that, crabs, them is her kids, them is her babies. Right? So you start messing with her kids, she gonna have a problem. Right? So now, what's going on now is she flooding everybody out. Motherfuckers kept thinking shit was game and she at their ass. Cause I told you that's what the movie The Little Mermaid was about with the little black girl. It was about Oshun returning back to Earth. That's all that was about. Right? This is why we've been telling you that this shit is a wrap. Because there's certain forces that's involved in this whole thing that's doing what they doing. That's why we tell you it's over with. Right? But people didn't want to listen, and then you had some that didn't believe it. But we've been telling you this shit. This shit ain't no game. Because the way the energy is now, the energy is on the mother line right now. Off the right cane, off the three. Alright? Energy is on the mother line. Right, so that's why you seeing, like I said, Oshun doing what she doing. Right, but I also told you that if the energy flip onto the father line, onto us, then this shit gonna get way more deep than what it is. Right, because you ain't gonna see water wiping motherfuckers out. You gonna see lightning, fire. Right, you gonna see motherfuckers getting their shit split. Because we at the point now to where we know who doing the dirt. We know it now. We know who's the bad ones and we know who the good ones. So we just watching motherfuckers just to see if motherfuckers, you know, surrender to this shit or if they wanna, stick around to this shit. We just watching. You got certain motherfuckers that surrendered, then you got certain motherfuckers that still sticking around. So the ones that still sticking around, they got something coming to them. That's just what it is. Because the energy that's coming in now is so powerful to where I'm noticing who's who I ain't gonna say falling in frequency, but I'm starting to realize more about um when we talking about who us and who ain't us. I'm realizing this shit more by paying attention to people, right? You can tell who us and who ain't us just by the way um that people was thinking and what they saying and what they doing. You could tell they not us, right? A lot of people, you know, around the land that ain't from over here, them motherfuckers inside, personally inside, them motherfuckers is dying, right? Because that energy so high, them motherfuckers can't take it, right? So this is where now you starting to see certain people for who they really is around you. Them motherfuckers ain't from over here. You starting to see they the same person that they always been, right? You starting to watch motherfuckers basically, like I would say, deactivate from this shit because they ain't from over here, and I'm noticing all that shit. I already knew it, but I'm just noticing it more. You know. Right. um, the queen of heaven and earth, everything must come back to her, and everything must be placed back the way she designed it to be. We've been vibrating off the third degree, off the left hand. Now it's time to rotate back to the right hand off the fourth degree, off the mother line. All right, it's what needs to go down. Because, like I said, we all got the knowledge now. We just sitting and waiting to see basically what's going to take place now. That's basically all it is. Pay attention to the world around you. Pay attention to how this world is being ran off of AI. Pay attention. Ain't nothing around this motherfucker real. Nothing. Everything is being ran by technology. Everything. Ain't nothing around this motherfucker natural. We the only natural people. The ones that's from over here. We the only ones that's natural. The only ones. Alright. And what they trying to do and what they want to do is try to keep everything the way it is that way. But that shit ain't gonna happen because we know too much now. We ain't about to let that shit go on no more. Cause we done woke up to this shit. Right? And I also it was a message that I was also given by the Queen of Heaven and Earth about I would say probably about like 5 months ago. Uh, she was speaking on what's coming in December, which is next month. Um, Next month, December, is going to be a lot of things that's going to take place. I don't necessarily know, but she told me something going to take place. Um, and she had mentioned how it was going to be confusion and what's taking place. So, uh, I don't know. That's what she know, but that's what she told me. So I just delivered the message of what she told me. Um, it ain't no necessarily a confusion for me. I believe she told me that uh, to tell the others a part of the clan uh, to let them know, to where some shit jump off. They don't, be in the deep end to where I don't know what the fuck going on. So, I guess that's why she probably told me that. But this is just, what it is. All that bullshit they've been pulling down here, that shit over with. Cause I can feel it. It's over with. When you pay attention to shit and just how shit is going, and you look around, you like, damn, this shit really all shit, but we just wasn't aware to it, That's how it is. Because I told you in my last video I made about the power of the number 9. I told you everything they do gonna relate back to the Queen of Heaven and Earth. I told you that. Even letters. If you look at them, letters is just as important as numbers. Right? Because if you look at how these certain brands, what the name is, you'll know what they're trying to tell you. All right. Uh, I was also told some things about Enlil. She had told me some other things about Enlil. Uh, I heard that Enlil, his game, his foolery that he pulled on the land has been stopped. All right, that's what I heard. So all the bullshit that he been pulling, all the shit that he been doing to our people and hurting our clans and making us go against each other, all that shit over with. You know, that shit over with. Um, because now what's most important to pay attention to is um how they gon' try to cover up shit, right? Like I told you about these floods and shit. And why these floods is going on, I just told you why, but they always gonna cover up and say it's something else. Right? When they cover shit up and tell you it's some other shit, right, to where what's really going on, that's how you know something big happening. Right, so when you see something big happening around the land and they covering up saying there's something else, you know the motherfuckers is lying. You know something bigger taking place. Right, but they don't never want to tell you what's going on. You know. That's how it is though. But yeah, I had to get this little message out about the Queen, heaven and earth. I done said enough. I'm about to go ahead and get off here. This is Chief Silent Blackheart. Peace to the ladies, the fellas out there, uh, ancestors, the Queen of Heaven and Earth. Peace to the cosmos, the planet. With that being said, peace to the young hawks out there, one cousin of mine. We all got each other. My peace.